Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Okay, so we're back out the shed today and we're going to be working on a brand new project car that I picked up a couple of weeks ago. Now I've been meaning to do a video on this thing for, well, pretty much since I've picked it up, but with everything else going on, we've got multiple cars that I'm doing at the moment. Some won't see the channel. They're just smaller cars that we've had here, working on doing paint, repairs, doing other bits and pieces. But between those and doing some stuff in the shed here, which I'll go over in just a second, plus the other car, pulling apart the wreck out the front, it's just been absolutely crazy. So we're going to go over the car in just a second, what we've picked up. As you'll see it off to my right just there, that is not the LS1 GU, that is unfortunately sold. And there she goes. And going to its new home, the guy absolutely loves it. But let's get back to what we're doing today, and that is going to be working in the shed on this car. And speaking of the shed, you'll probably notice that it looks a little bit cleaner behind me, besides the bench, because we're working there. But we've spent the last couple of weeks also had the shed stripped out on one side. We have completely insulated the walls, and we've also gone through and cleaned and epoxied the floor in here, which has made this place so much brighter. Now we've got a heap more to do. We've still got to do the roof, paint all the rafters, and we've still got to put all the insulation up on the opposite side of the shed. But since we've done that, it just feels so much nicer to work in this shed. And we've also got an aircon in here finally, so we can work out a bit more of the heat in the daytime and not be so uncomfortable, which means I can get cars done quicker and also get more videos out. So if you are interested in any of the stuff that's going to be happening today, keeping up with this build, my good patrol over there build, and other cars that will come and go on the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button for me. It helps out a lot, and the channel is slowly starting to grow, which I'm very happy about. So anyway, I'll turn the camera around. We'll go and have a look at this patrol, and you guys hopefully enjoy. Car. This is a 2002 Nissan GU Patrol. It's got a few mods done to it. As you can see, it's on a bit of lift. It's on 35s, which are about due for the bin. We've got a new set of those that we're going to go and pick up hopefully next week, and a few other little bits and pieces we've still got to get for the car. But this is the legendary 4.8. So I love the 4.8s. I've owned one in the past, and although they're very thirsty on fuel, they are probably the best motor Nissan ever built. I know TD guys are probably going to get all sad about that, but I do love my TDs, but they're a good motor, not a great motor. Unlike these things, these are a great motor, just not great on fuel. But besides that, the car is pretty clean. We're missing the door strips off the side here. We did unfortunately have a little dent just here in the back, which will probably get pulled out, and there was a weird paint repair done here, so I've actually fixed that up a little bit better. You could probably still see it slightly, but we now need to go over, sand and polish this. But we've done pretty well with this deal. So we've done a little bit of work off camera, as I mentioned, and the biggest reason this thing was fairly cheap when I bought it is it does need a gearbox done in it. The 48s are the only ones that come out with the RE5, which was the 5-speed that Nissan did. They're a pretty good gearbox. They fixed a lot of the issues that the RE4s had, but they still weren't bulletproof, as we're aware. And this one here has broken the band that holds 4th gear. So unfortunately we've got no 4th gear, and the oil absolutely stinks. It's got a pretty bad leak in it as well, which is probably what actually did it. It probably dropped the oil, and then we had the gearbox overheat. So either way, it still drives, it still does what it needs to, but we've just got no 4th gear and a pretty bad oil leak. Besides that, the suspension setup in this is actually pretty poor. It's on about a 5-inch front coil setup. It's got no adjustable panhards in it. It's got no caster correction in it. The rear is on a 4-inch lift. It's a little bit lower. And again, it's got shocks and coils. That is all this has done to it. Oh, and brake lines. Someone decided to do brake lines, luckily. So we've got a brand new tie rod on it as well. That come with the car. So we are in front already, but we've got some parts on order for this, including adjustable panards, drop boxes, and I'm actually going to pull a few parts out of my other one, as I've got a full suspension kit, which finally is getting sent off through Superior Engineering. They said they'll be sending that off either Monday or Tuesday for me. They're still missing one front shock, but they said they won't receive that till Easter. So I'd rather get what I can at the moment to start on that build a bit more. Alright, so just while we're pulling the gearbox out, I actually had a bit of a thought. It was something I never mentioned before, but with all the makeover of the shed, we've actually got some other cool stuff coming for it, which is not only going to help my life out, but also help the videos out for you guys to watch. So that is, we're building a brand new pad just outside the shed here, and we've bought a new hoist as well. So that's going to make doing jobs like this gearbox and this car so much easier. Obviously, with doing this car, although you guys don't know what the engine is, we're going to be pulling the cab off the chassis so I can give the full chassis a decent clean, get everything nice, go through, do the exhaust, fuel system, and all the other stuff out in the open, so it's just a lot easier to get to. And I wish I had it up for this car, but unfortunately I don't, so we're doing this gearbox on the ground as I have always done. But just thought I'd throw that in there. We get back in and continue to remove this transfer case. So we've just gone through and undone all the bolts for the transfer case, or at least all the ones I can see, and feel around it. So I'm pretty sure these are on dowels as well. So it's sort of just hanging in the breeze at the moment. But we're going to get this jack up in the air a little bit, and hopefully we can get this thing moving out the way. So this thing doesn't roll off and squash anything, because that would be a bit annoying. Pry bar is in. There we go. It's off the dowels now. That's slowly going backwards. All right. That is roughly where it needs to be. Just make sure everything's all clear, no plugs or anything on the top, and we'll drop this thing down after we get it away from this fuel. There we go. All right, so that should hopefully come down straight now. Just had the fuel filter bracket that was in the way. All right, now we can try and get this thing out without dying somehow. They don't weigh a whole lot, but they do weigh a whole lot when you're laying down. So if I was standing up, I could definitely pick it up off the ground, but And now it's just trying to do this without it being too awkward. It's going to be the difficult part. Lay that down, I might be able to roll it over the top. Yeah, and gently down, we'll call it gently. Alright, now the ATF in this thing stinks. So, there we go. Alright, so that's done. Now we're going to move this right out of the way. Well, like I said, I'll go and get the little trolley, move it out, and we can get to work removing all the stuff off the transmission. All the harness is done. We've just got the cooler lines, torque converter. Yeah, we've got to disconnect the battery on it. Remove the starter motor so we can get access to the converter bolts. Now, I believe there's 3 on this, but I'll go and check the other one outside. There could be 4, so don't want to leave one in. Otherwise, it's going to make the job very painful. We'll get in and get some more of that done. Alright guys, so we're still laying under the GU getting this gearbox out, but I thought I would do a bit of an update on where we're at. First off, we've got all the cooler lines off. They've been completely removed from the car. We've drained out the transmission oil. Not that you really have to, but I just wanted to make sure that the oil wasn't going to end up everywhere. We've got most of the bell housing bolts out. The starter motor bolt is currently out. And the thing that I really wanted to update everyone on was how to get to the converter bolts, because I've been looking over this for quite some time before I finally found this little plate. Now, once you've removed the starter motor, this actually sits just inside of that and below, and it's held in by these 2 stubby 12mm screws or bolts here. So you need to get those out, and then this tiny little plate pops out, and you can get a socket in to get to the converter bolts. And as a bit of an update for that, there is 4 converter bolts. So I'm going to get in, get those out, and hopefully we can have this box out very shortly. We're going to hopefully just drag this back. This is coming very easy. What I might do is tilt the front up a little bit, because it seems to be getting a bit front heavy. I did not strap this down like I was meant to, but it's too late for that now, so hopefully it shouldn't go too far. And have the gearbox slowly fall to the ground. Well, actually no, preferably not to the ground. I lost our light. There we go. Light is down, the camera was down. The thing's going everywhere. And hopefully we can just give this a bit of a wiggle and it'll get out of our way. Because at the moment, there we go. The transfer gear, not gear stick, bloody dipstick, I was sort of stopping it. So I'll get that out of the way and you guys can now watch me struggle to get it out from under the car. I'm just going to get out of here because I can see that going bad, and by bad I mean I can see it hitting me in the face. There we go, kind of. These bloody oil cooler lines out the way. All right, everyone, so that's probably going to be it for this video. We've achieved quite a lot, obviously getting the gearbox out onto the ground. I was only really planning on getting the transfer out last night, but we went pretty crazy and got the whole box out, which I'm very happy about. It's one less thing on my mind. So in the next section of the video, we are probably going to start on the interior and showing you what's involved in getting that sorted out. We're going to obviously pull the consoles and the pedals out, swap them over. Now, again, I'm not sure how much of that I'm going to record because it is quite a tight area in there and a bit painful to do, but we'll see how it goes. We've already started putting some of the manual stuff in it, and I'm not sure how much of the manual installation for the gearbox side of things I'm going to record because it's pretty much just the auto in reverse. There's not much difference in it, so everything should work out roughly the same. But yeah, if you do want to see what happens with the interior and you want to know how to get these things running once you've done the manual conversion, make sure you subscribe to the channel and drop a like while you're at it. I'd love to hit the highest subscriber count for a single video, and also the highest likes would be pretty cool as well. So it only takes 2 seconds and it's free, guys, so please help out the channel and do that for me. Anyway, we've got a heap more to do. I'm going to get back into the car and I'll catch you guys in the next one.